Hey guys, welcome to Level 3 Readiness. I've been just having fun with the hand drill since I've been getting some embers out of it. I got this piece right here. Found this piece of wood out in the woods. Found this piece right here. And I know this right here is oak. And I know I got success with that too. I've got success with the oak before. And then they got the old spindle. So I'm just going to do a little practice. And then I'm going to show you something interesting about corn husks. I never thought about using them for anything. Stick around, I'll show you what I'm using those for. You know what I'm surrounded by? Not standing corn, but look at that. Fields and fields and fields of harvested corn. And they leave behind these old dry husks. So watch what I'm doing with them here. One, I'm grabbing them up, putting them on my old hanky here, making sure the hard stuff like that's thrown out. We're just gonna do that typical thing we would do with any tender, just rough it up, you know. And while we're here, you know, I've just learned a lot about the hand drill. And, you know, I can share with you some of the things I've learned. And, you know, some of the things that are almost just amazing to me. You know, one, I think about how I complained that I didn't have the right materials in my area to do a hand drill. And, you know, I'm very honest and transparent about that statement. It was ignorant. It was a very ignorant statement. I did not know that I had plenty to actually do a hand drill with. All right, let me get some more of that. All right, some of the pieces like this right here. Now this will break down, interestingly enough. But anyways, as I was saying, I had plenty of things here. I mean, just right behind me, I didn't know what that was. I thought it was just a stalk, a weed. And I'm still not 100% sure, but that's what I'm using for my hand drill spindle. And best I can tell, it's yellow crownweed. Right now I see a lot of goldenrod in bloom. There we go. So see how this right here is really tough. And you can make a really good bird's nest with this stuff. But the amazing thing is, it's very difficult to blow to flame. But it will ember and smoke. And I'll show you how that goes. Let me just make up some more of this here. So anyways, once I had spindles, you know, the crazy thing is that I said now, I don't have anything that'll work for a fireboard or a hearth board. Give me just a second, get some more of that. And so really, I'm watching David West use tulip poplar. I'm watching David West use, I think, a pine board. I'm watching him use, you know, stuff he's picked up from the neighborhood, and I'm just like, I don't have any of that stuff here. And you know, the crazy thing was, it wasn't that I didn't have that stuff here. I didn't know what I had here, nor did I understand the condition of the wood that it had to be in. And you know, it is a pre-rotted state almost, pre-punk wood. Give me another second there. You see, like, both of these boards I'm gonna use, one, I've already gotten an ember out of this one. You know, I'm thinking this right here is probably a piece of tulip poplar. I didn't even know this, but you know, again, it's really soft and punky here. It's got some good density here. And see, again, it's like this wood is just about, I could snap it. The same with this piece of oak wood right here. And again, you see the spaltering in it. here. And again, very lightweight for oak. And I'm certain I'll get an ember out of this tonight. But and again, you know, I didn't know these things were around me, available to me. And it's like now I've got so much available for hand drill that I had no idea could even be used. All right, enough talking. I've got that. Let me grab my spindle. Let's see if we can get us an ember to put in here and see how it actually performs. All right, we'll do some floating first. Got to burn this spot in. And then we'll put us a notch. And then we'll try for an ember. A little loose right there, not too fast. Have I told you how good whatever weed this is smells like when it gets hot? It smells like a roasted marshmallow. It's insane. All right. Get a good little burn in right there. So now we'll cut us our notch right there. And since we're not doing a challenge, I'm gonna just whip out my Swiss Army knife. But you know, I gotta go back and see the tools I've selected. This may even be one that I've selected. Or maybe it was the multi-tool that I added. But as I said, we're not doing a challenge right now. We are just working on a hand drill. Yeah, and I mean, my hands are still, you know, but they don't hurt really. I mean, there's some hot spots. I can feel those. But other than that, I'm able to hand drill just fine. And I've only learned it through experience, through, you know, practice, trial and error. All right, so I'm going to use a leaf. It's like a good candidate right there. Catch my ember. And let's see what we can do. All right, I think we got us an ember right there, guys. Look at that. That's amazing to me. How quickly we got an ember. Again, knowing the materials, right? Again, that wind is trying to get us, but let's put that ember right here. All right, now we're gonna cover him up with some more of this stuff here. Let's put this right here. Let's get all of this. Again, this is all that dust. There we go, look at that. Like I said, I've not been able to blow this to flames, but it'll sit here an ember. Taking a while, isn't it? I see it. See, it just eats it up. I cannot get that to come to flame. I know it burns me though. So anyways, we're gonna put this down here now and see if we can't get this all to go up together. Let me get my bellows. Good night. Finally. That is some. Look at that stuff just burn. It's finally, finally caught, but I couldn't blow it to flame. It would just sit there and billow. Had to get some other things in there with it to get it going. But hey, guys, that right there was a weed from right over there, called again, I believe, the yellow crown weed, and a piece of oak wood again, but it's spalted, it's soft, it's real soft. I mean, it's crazy. And whatever this is, it gave me an ember too. And again, it's punky over here, soft over here, but it worked. So the best thing I can tell you, about hand drill, embers, technique, materials. One, look for a weed that's pithy inside of it. Make sure it's got enough outer wall, woody portions to actually cause friction and get us an ember on the dust. And then for a board, if it's a piece of wood that is on its way out, it's starting to rot, deteriorate, check it out. It might just be that it will make a suitable fireboard. Again, I had no idea. So I had no idea I had so much around here that would use a hand drill could be made from and produce a fire. Also had no idea that corn husk would do that. And if I wanted to just get me a little bit of corn husk and put an ember in it, and it'll just sit there and ember and hold that ember. It's almost like a coal extender. But again, it's just an amazing thing for me. To have worked so long and so hard trying to get an ember from a hand drill, and now it's rare if I get my board and I get my spindle out at it. It's rare that I'll even not get an ember. But again, it's because of the materials. Again, once you get your hands toughened up, once everything gets to that place that you can stand the hand drilling portion, then it's materials. So again, I suggest you guys get out there. Right now is a good time to find a lot of that pithy weed, woody stuff, and find some stuff that's fallen out of trees, dead and dying. It might just be decayed enough that it'll make you your first hand drill fireboard. And hey, good luck. That's all I can say is good luck, because it's going to take some perseverance. But yeah, that's what again we do at level 3 readiness. We don't give up, we don't stop, we don't quit, we persevere, we push through, and eventually we get it. And I could just hear somebody saying, well, what about the fire plow? I haven't forgot about the fire plow. I'm opening my mind up to a lot of things around here now that just might work. Maybe it's not the wood choice, maybe it was the decay of it, maybe it was the dryness of it. Exactly, was it fresh, was it dried, was it recently alive, was it dead? A lot of questions I've got to answer. But again, guys, this is just an amazing journey. I hope you guys are having fun on your journeys as well. All right, so this is level 3 readiness. Remind you, finish what you start, finish strong. Be ready for anything, because it's coming. Level 3, out. It looks like it's charred and gone, but it is just sitting there holding them embers. That is some amazing stuff.